on a day like this, on the eve of anyone's wedding, there will be some anxiety. On the eve of an election for a candidate, there will be some kind of anxiety. When anyone is planning to travel far out of the country for the first time, there will be anxiety. So it's perhaps for some lawmakers, especially the likes of Femi Gbajabiamila, Hamelawa, and those who are preparing for election tomorrow, considering what has happened in 2015, there will be anxiety, and a lot of them are keeping tabs on how this will all play out. In Abuja, the nation's capital, there's been a lot of meetings everywhere in Abuja preparing for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a D-Day, and the National Assembly will be inaugurated, and the principal officers will be elected. Today, the leadership of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has reaffirmed its endorsement of Senator Ahmed Lawan as a preferred candidate for the position of the Senate President and Senator Ovie Omoagege as the Deputy Senate President. They are addressing journalists at the end of the meeting of the National Working Committee and members of the National Assembly, of the caucus of the party, and governors elected on the platform of the party. The national chairman of the party, Comrade Adam Oshomole, says the party also unanimously endorsed Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila and Honorable Ahmed Wase as Speaker and Deputy Speaker. So Oshomole adds that the party has reached out to members of the National Assembly across party lines in order to ensure a harmonious 9th Assembly. Take a listen to him.
We've all agreed as a caucus to endorse distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawal as the APC candidate for the presidency of the Senate, and distinguished Senator Omoagege as the proposed Deputy Senate President. We also agreed to adopt Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila as the Speaker of the House of Representatives and Right Honorable Comrade Wasa as Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives.
So then, let's get talking. Some people are not happy with this. First and foremost, Senator-elect Orji Uzor, former governor of Abia State, has come out to say he's insisting on going for the Deputy Senate President. That is in spite of the position of the party. He said, and I quote, "I hold the president in high esteem as well as the national chairman of our great party, Comrade Adams Oshomole, and all the members of the NWC, and as such, I will not disobey any formal pronouncement by them. However, I'm still in the race to become Deputy Senate President because the President and the NWC have not adopted any candidate, and such, the candidate is open to all members of the party who have the capability." Well, one person has stepped down, and that is the only woman in the race for the Speaker, Honorable Nkiruka Onyejocha. Take a listen to what she has said now. And she said in the statement, I quote, "I have therefore asked my friends and supporters, distinguished lawmakers who have backed my aspiration from day one, to give Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila their votes come on June 11, 2019. I'm therefore stepping down with a greater hope based on assurances from my party leaders." That's Honorable Onyejocha. Now, another person that Mr. Gbajabiamila knows for sure is going to give him a run for his money is Honorable Bargo. Is he stepping down? I understand no. Let's get talking and see how this will pan out. I have some experienced lawmakers, or those who are in the know about the issues of legislative elections and how this all pans out. From Abuja studio, my panel is seated tonight. I have Honorable Abubakar Nalaraba and Mr. Emeka Nwosu. Both of them are joining us from Abuja studio. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on tonight. Let me begin with you, Honorable Nalaraba. Is it going to be a big one? Or perhaps let me go to Mr. Nwosu for a starter. Because we understand that let me go to Honorable Mr. Nwosu. Because from what we are hearing, Mr. Bargo is not stepping down. Why is he not stepping down, considering what the party has said? Mr. Nwosu.
Thank you, Shehu, and good evening, viewers. I think it will be very unconscionable for anybody at this point in time to ask Honorable Mohammed Umaru Bargo to step down. There's no basis for that because he is running clearly to take the crown. And he has done all the necessary things that are supposed to be done, all that is needful. Even though you may not see him openly, like what we have seen in the last couple of days, where members are like they're being put on display, like wares to be purchased in the market, parading people as if they're wares, to be purchased. Bargo is running a one-on-one campaign, reaching out quietly to all those that are going to participate in this election. And from the information, I'm in a vantage position to know Bargo will spring a surprise to many people tomorrow.
That does Honorable Bargo has, because we've not seen Honorable Bargo publicly talking about what he wants to do and how many people he has, his agenda and all of that. We've not seen him. So a lot of the critics are saying that he's timid and he doesn't even have any support.
I think those people that are making such comments are not well informed. If you have followed the campaign in the last couple of weeks, Bargo has been running a very effective campaign. You may not have seen him openly moving about, but have been targeting members one-on-one. His colleagues that were there with him in the 8th Assembly, and those that...
How many lawmakers does he have? Because number is the name of the game. How many? Because on this other side, they said they have over 200 out of 360. But how many does Honorable Bargo have?
My brother, we have heard similar things in the past. If you remember what happened in 2015, one of the candidates that is even running today, Baja, if I may mention the name, won election, a mock election that was organized for them at the conference center. They say he won, and he had a number. And they said Dogara lost the election that was organized by the party. But what happened on the floor of the House, in the Green Chamber?
Honorable Nalaraba, let me allow Honorable Nalaraba to coming into this one now. Honorable Nalaraba, is the number that you have a theoretical number or real numbers? Because it looks like Honorable Bargo is very confident about this election.
No, we're not parading any number.
No. I'm asking Honorable Nalaraba now. Go ahead, Honorable Nalaraba.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Shegun. First of all, I would like to commend your station for providing the opportunity for politicians to come out and discuss what is there in the field, what the populace need to know. And I would like to make a correction in his assertion that members have been coerced or paraded. No member is paraded to support or to follow Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the incoming speaker. Whatever anybody is seeing at the screen of the telly are committed and loyal members that are ready and willing at any point in time to vote for Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. The incidents or the situation that happens, the scenario that happens during the 8th Assembly election, unfortunately, I was not there, but from what we heard, the party does not have a coordinated, the APC does not have a coordinated candidate at 8th Assembly. But now that I'm talking to you, the APC is more coordinated and more reformed than any other party in Nigeria. Now, as I'm talking to you, the APC today have endorsed the candidature of Femi Gbajabiamila, all the working committees, the governors, and the elected members. As I'm talking to you now, it might interest you to know that last night, over 268 members elect, not just APC, it cut across PDP, Labour Party, and ABGA, endorse the candidature of Femi Gbajabiamila. That is to show you that how acceptable our candidate is.
Honorable Nalaraba, the surprises that we see in parliamentary election, it's beyond what you see on the surface. You might hear the hype, and at the end of the day, down on the floor, it comes down to 360 members and those who can play the politics. We're hearing that PDP are doing their meetings. They have a huge chunk of number. If they throw that weight behind someone else, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila will be in trouble, isn't it?
Mr. Femi, that is not true, Mr. Femi. Like I told you earlier on, at the moment, even within the Northern Caucus, we, the Northern Caucus of the APC, we have over 168 members that are willing to make sacrifice for Femi Gbajabiamila. 168 from the North. Then tell me, Femi Gbajabiamila is capable of bringing over 24, just Lagos alone, 24 from Lagos, added to 168. We won our election, so we are comfortably okay for the election tomorrow. And let me make this point very clear. Femi Gbajabiamila, with all the supporters that you see around him, are supporters that have the love for Femi because of his leadership qualities and legislative experiences. That stand him out. No member of the National Assembly, now that I'm speaking to you, had that quality, of Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila. So, inshallah, we are good to go tomorrow for the leadership election tomorrow, inshallah.
Mr. Emeka Nwosu, as it stands right now, the big question is that what does Mr. Bargo have to offer? For example, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila Group has ceded 60 positions to the PDP and other opposition, committee leadership and position to the opposition. And they say, look, with that, they have it on lockdown. What does Honorable Bargo have to offer?
Well, Asheu, thank you for the question. But let me tell you that I've been around the National Assembly for me to know how the system works. It might interest you to know that I served the first Senate President under the dispensation as media advisor, that is a WRM. From there, I've gone to serve as a special advisor, research and documentation to the past, to deputy speakers. So I understand the nuances of National Assembly. I understand the politics. I understand the temper of the politics of National Assembly. What you see being paraded is nothing but pure symbolism. People can come and tell you parade all kinds of numbers. We have 200 and 300. If it is so, then there's even no point even campaigning. So it's like a fait accompli. I can tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. Surprises are coming. The truth of the matter, if you have had time to go through the package of Bargo, which have been selling across to all the members, I'm in a position to know. He is running a campaign that is very effective, one-on-one. And mind you, he's running his campaign on the twin pillars of equity, justice, and the third one is capacity. If you look at Section 14 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it talks about reflection of federal character in the composition of government and all the agencies of government. Now we have a situation where if we allow what we are hearing now, maybe Gbajabiamila to run, it means the Southwest is coming up with two of the key positions, Vice President and that of the Speaker. But Bargo is running to ensure there's equity to all sections of the country.
Mr. Nwosu, you have not told me, you have not answered my question. Politics is very critical in all of this. Negotiation is very critical. What is Honorable Bargo bringing to the table? Gbajabiamila camp say he's being backed by the party. Honorable Bargo is not backed by the party. Gbajabiamila said he's ceding 60 positions to the opposition. What is Honorable Bargo bringing to the table that will make Nigerians believe that he does really have the support you're talking about?
Well, to start with, Bargo is not going to run a Muslim ticket. Bargo is coming up with a Christian deputy, so as to reflect the regional diversity of our country. That is one thing Bargo is bringing on the table, to ensure that there is that is reflection of religious diversity in the composition of the leadership of the House of Representatives. That is one. Two, he has already made his promises to all the PDP members. If you may recall, I don't know whether in the picture, there was a forum for all the candidates, which was organized by the opposition party at the Hilton. And Bargo, of course, after that outing, in fact, many people who were even on the other side switched over. So now that you see people talking about 200, you'll be shocked. Tomorrow, this election is going to be conducted via secret ballot. So what you are seeing may not be what you are getting on the floor of the House tomorrow.
Is Honorable Bargo getting financial support somewhere? Is he getting financial support?
Well, Bargo is being supported by men of goodwill. He doesn't need to come out to talk about godfathers. We know
do you think we've seen money politics in National Assembly election? Do you think money is going to play a major role tomorrow?
Well, if what Bargo is saying, that if anybody is offering you money, you collect the money, but vote according to your conscience. And the issues are clear. If we are really running a truly federal state, there must be representation of all the segments of the...
Let me allow Honorable Nalaraba to respond to what you're saying. Issues here, just in about less than a minute, I would like to... Muslim ticket. That's one major thing that is campaigning on. That he's not running a Muslim ticket. And the issue of the fact that money is the name of the game for tomorrow's election. Is it true?
Well, is it?
Honorable Nalaraba, go ahead.
Well, money, yes, money.
No, Honorable Nalaraba, please, because we need to close. Honorable Nalaraba has the floor now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shegun. As we are all aware, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila is bringing into table his vast wealth of experience. And that shows that the members of the 9th Assembly accepted Femi based on his capabilities and what he will be able to do. We are not supporting Femi because of money. And the Femi camp are not willing to give anybody money to vote for him. We don't know about the Bargo scam, though we are hearing that money might exchange hands. Because if what they are saying is quite true, you ask him a question here, he could not answer. What are the figures? What are the figures? They don't have figures. They are working behind the scenes trying to lure the members of the APC in the Badger's camp with money. We are aware of that. So we said to ourselves, we don't even need their money. If you offer us money, we'll call the FCC to arrest you. What we want is a credible leadership that can take everybody along. Like the slogan entails, a joint tax, nation building a joint tax.
We must leave it at that, and we'll see how this pans out tomorrow.
A qualitative leadership and capabilities that can take this nation to the next level.
Honorable Nalaraba, I must sincerely thank you, and we hope to see congratulations ahead of tomorrow, because you are a rep-elect, and we hope to see your candidate, and I wish your candidates the very best in tomorrow's election. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on tonight. But that's our show for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it right here tomorrow morning on Channels Television. We'll give you the analysis and the coverage of the National Assembly, 9th National Assembly election and the inauguration. It's bye from all of us here.